Eating fast food may be convenient, but the price of convenience may be higher than you want to pay. Fast food is loaded with calories from refined sugar and artery-clogging saturated and hydrogenated fats. When you look at ingredient labels, it seems as if there are more artificial chemicals in fast food than there is food. Food additives are commonly added to change the color of food, to act as a preservative, and to help fats hold together. Most additives are synthetic compounds. Many can negatively affect your health. Take a look at this picture. Cosmetic chemicals in fast food. Look at that. Sodium lactylate. Oh my goodness. Found in shampoo and soap. And the reason for using this is dough conditioner, even though bread does not require this, and bread has been made for thousands of years without it. Look at calcium sodium, EDTA, found in skin products and hair conditioners, used as a stabilizer. But the reasoning for food companies to use it is a flavor protectant in fast food sauces, dips, and dressings. Ooh, I would say hold the dip. Ammonium glycoside, I can't even pronounce it, found in facial mask products, but the reasoning for using it is a flavor enhancer, a flavoring agent. Look at disodium phosphate. It's found in mascara and mouthwash. The reasoning for using it, food preservative. Propylene glycol, found in shampoo, mouthwash, hand sanitizers, and also antifreeze. It's not even mentioned there, but the reasoning for using it in food gives most of today's food and beverages their distinctive taste, I'll say. Benzoyl peroxide, this has recently been banned in China, but the active ingredient is in acne creams. But the reasoning for using it in food is for bleaching wheat flour white, and all fast food breads use this. Preservatives are oxidants that can form cancer-causing compounds in your body. For example, potassium bromate is an additive used to increase the volume in some white flour, breads, and rolls. It's known to cause cancer in animals and can create problems for humans. Food colors are mostly made from petroleum. Would you drink a flask of seething, stinking chemicals or down a glass of petroleum? Not likely. Yet that is exactly what you are doing when you eat most fast food. Americans spent more than $110 billion on fast food, more than that was spent on movies, books, magazines, newspapers, videos, and recorded music combined. Most of it totally indigestible, most of it toxic. Your blood tells the story of your health. So you know what? The blood will tell. A typical American convenience meal of fast food is not so convenient when it enters your body. In fact, it has a direct, dangerous effect on your blood cells. That double patty burger slathered in secret sauce with bacon and cheese goes right to your cells and causes major congestion. Not only that, a steady diet of convenience food can lead to premature aging, illness, and early death. It's not just 5 minutes in the mouth and 5 pounds on the hips. It's years added to your appearance and a few subtracted from your lifespan. Just look at this. What's in this? Sugar, fat, salt, MSG, and casein. Perfectly engineered for maximum taste and minimum nutrition. Healthy blood cells are circular with spaces between them. They're free to move, breathe, and perform their normal functions. After a fast food meal, the spaces vanish. The cells stack up, they jam against each other, and they cannot function fully. They stop breathing and after time suffocate. So your picture on the left, that's your healthy blood cells. See the spaces between them? And then after you eat, look how they stack up and jam against each other. No wonder we feel so bad after we eat fast food. Most fast food is comprised of indigestible synthetic ingredients, many of which are toxins. Your stomach tries to digest these toxins but cannot. More digestive enzymes are secreted in a futile attempt to break down the toxins, and you begin to feel tired, bloated, and gassy. Eventually, the toxins finally slog out of the stomach into the colon and ultimately into the lymphatic system. This soup of toxic waste ends up in your fat cells. When your fat cells are crowded and congested with indigestible toxins, you develop cellulite, a fancy word for the ugly garbage in your fat cells. Your colon, kidneys, and liver become toxic dumps. Look at that. Oh no, cellulite. You become more bloated and heavier, your clothes get tighter, and you feel fatigued and sluggish more often. Your thinking gets foggy, you suffer from allergies and body aches, and you look older. all these toxins stored in your fat cells age you prematurely. Your blood pressure creeps up along with your cholesterol, and you discover aches and pains you've never had before. The bottom line, these toxins damage your quality of life and shorten your lifespan, and unfortunately your doctor might not be able to help. Before long, you're quite overweight and you begin to experience signs of toxic overload. Eventually you'll go to a doctor because your symptoms are impairing your quality of life, and you discover most physicians cannot help you because they've not been trained to look for or treat environmental causes of disease. Many doctors prescribe medication, which helps with the symptoms and gives you side effects. The medication actually puts more synthetic, often toxic compounds into your body. At some stage, the toxins in your body make it impossible for you to lose weight. All that convenience food has become staggeringly inconvenient. The Chinese proverb, "He who takes medicine and neglects his diet wastes the skills of his doctor." And to add shelf life to vegetable oils and make them solid at room temperature, manufacturers have altered the molecular structure by adding hydrogen in a process called hydrogenation. This process turns liquid fat into solid fat called trans fats, and we call that the arch villain. Since trans fats are often contained in buttery spreads, fast foods, baked goods, chips, dips, and packaged and frozen foods, they're everywhere. They are extremely toxic. Just take a look. Do you see any favorites here? Oh my goodness. Doritos, Cheetos, Oreo, Chips Ahoy, oh my goodness, Twinkies. Look at all those toxic trans fats in all of that food. Even in your favorite Pop Secret. Now, we're not picking on Pop Secret because all microwave popcorn has this in it. Even movie theater popcorn, it is the absolute worst. But my all-time yucky factor when it comes to Coffee Mate, because we see how much this is used throughout the day in every office across America, don't we? There you go again. Doritos and Coffee Mate and Brownie Mix. Ugh. Restaurants also usually fry their foods in hydrogenated oils because hydrogenated oils can withstand higher temperatures for longer and don't leave off flavors in the food. Hydrogenation makes trans fats worse than any other kinds of fats. These frankenfats clog your cell's inner workings. They increase the bad low-density lipoprotein cholesterol, lower the good high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, and increase the risk of heart attack. There is a reason the FDA requires trans fats to be listed on food ingredient labels. Trans fats are dangerous. They can kill you. So take charge of your food. Commit to eating less toxic foods. Start by making a simple change and eliminate fast food from your diet, or at least eat it less frequently until it is eliminated. Now, I know I'm preaching to the choir here of the royal court, but we also have families and we also have friends, and this is a good thing to share this information with them. Learn how to identify the toxic ingredients in food labels and avoid anything with trans fats in the ingredient list. Avoid foods with the words hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated in the ingredients. Choose wild-caught over farm-raised seafood. Choose grass-fed over grain-fed beef. Add more fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean meats into your diet. Cook with coconut oil, which is trans fat-free and tastes great. Choose unsaturated fats from healthier sources such as lean poultry, fish, and healthy oils such as olive and nut oils. Know where your food comes from and how it is prepared. Start switching to local fresh food and away from highly processed, preservative-laden convenience foods. Choose wild-caught seafood over farm-raised. We've already talked about this, since the nutritional value may be compromised by the diet given the fish, specifically corn in the feed. Left unabated, obesity will surpass smoking as the leading cause of preventable death in America. And remember the Queen's first rule. It's not what you eat that makes you fat, it's what's in what you eat that makes you fat. These are the review questions for Lesson 1. We just covered Lesson 1. See how many of these you can answer. If you need to look back, that's okay, because the words in red are the answers to these questions. Now, next week in Lesson 2, the 7 stages of disease, we will start that lesson reviewing these questions from Lesson 1. So have these answers ready, and I will see you next week. Join us next time for Lesson 2, the 7 stages of disease. Have your workbook ready, and let's have fun.